Hey everyone, welcome back to Planet J Tarot. Today's reading is going to be an interesting reading. We have a pick a card reading to look at what it is that you need to heal and how things will start to change for you in a positive way once you do this journey. One thing that I wanted to mention here is that some messages may come up that could be triggering. Just know that everyone here in this collective reading, whether you're watching live, liking it later, bookmarking it to watch later, everyone here is meant to see you and understand you. It's not meant to make you feel exposed or to even re-traumatize you. So if at any point you need to click off, come back, go ahead. Just like it before you go. But yeah, this is meant to make you feel understood and to help you. You know what I mean? So if the messages don't all resonate, understand that some are for other people that may understand what you're going through, even though they went through a different situation. We're not here to shame anybody. We're here to choose a card and to listen to your message. And we're also going to pull some charms and to look at how things are going to start looking up for you and how you'll know that you have completed this process, how you'll know that you've healed these things we discussed in this reading. Okay? Pile number 1 with the fire and ice quartz, and pile number 2 with the raw amethyst. We're going to get started in about 10 seconds. Okay, here we go. I'm excited, but I'm also nervous. I've got my crystals on today, my garnet crystal for protection, because I feel like I'm going to be overwhelmed. And with one of these groups, I know I'm going to be moved to tears. I don't know which one it is, but one of these groups, I think I'm going to be moved to tears. And that's okay. Yeah, and I wanted to say that as well. If y'all ever feel like you need to cry during this reading, it's just you and me here in a collective of people that have clicked on here to heal as well. So don't feel bad. Okay, so group number 1, this is your crystal, the Fire and Ice Quartz. And the card that you chose is the Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay. Okay. It's going to be okay, by the way. Just so you guys know. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. All right. So we're going to start with pulling charms. And what I have here is a list of like all the like positive things you could have. You can screenshot this if you'd like. But right now we're going to pull some charms. We're going to do something called a charm drop. And basically what that is that we will have all of these charms and I'm going to just drop them. Ooh, one came out already, and see where it falls. And I'll read it to you. Okay, so ready? 1, 2, 3, charm drop. Okay, interesting. So you only, oh, this one didn't fall with the rest, so I'm going to drop it. Okay, it didn't fall on it. Okay, so it seems like in this particular group, oh my God, I cannot make this up. You had a charm fall on the word truth here. Let me see if I can pick this up without shifting it. It says truth, third eye, healthy pride, and protectors. Okay, that's what you chose. I'm going to see if I can hold this up and not shift it around so you can see. Yeah, here we go. It says truth, third eye, protectors, and a healthy sense of pride. Okay, so this is what we need to focus on. Like this healing journey is meant to help you achieve these things, to get these things. One thing that I wanted to show you guys is that before I did this reading, let me show you. Before I did this reading, I wrote down like what I thought each group was going to be struggling with. And in particular, for group number 1, this is what I wrote for you guys. Mind, clarity, and truth. And look what it just fell on. Truth. Clarity with your third eye. And truth. Isn't that crazy? Can you see that? So, yeah. So if that's resonating, keep watching, okay? So let's see. How can we get card number 1 to this place where they have truth, where they can speak their truth, where people will be more honest with them, where they'll feel protected, where they'll feel a healthy sense of pride and self-esteem, and trusting themselves, really, and trusting what they see. Some of you guys may feel like your mind is playing tricks on you, or you can't rely on your mind for some reason. Or maybe you feel like you're going crazy. You're not going crazy, by the way, baby. You're not going crazy. Don't you worry. All right. So let's clear the charms and get into your reading. Here we go. Tap me in. We have blind pulls, and then we're also going to do some shuffles later. Okay. So we have a lot of cards here today. Oh, look, the turtle fell on top of the Ace of Cups. And I think that's kind of interesting because turtles are in water. So some of you guys may feel like, I don't even want to say a fish out of water because you know it's a turtle, but some of you guys may feel like a fish out of water. Like maybe everyone else around you is like just not as sensitive as you, or they just don't understand your feelings. So maybe you push your feelings to the side and pretend like you don't have them, but you're overwhelmed. It may be driving you crazy if you're doing this. If you're doing this. I'm not saying you are. I'm saying if. Okay? So I actually think I'm going to put your guys' card here with your crystal. Hopefully it doesn't fall through. Cool. Okay. So you guys know who we're on. Okay. First card we have is Sextile. I'm going to flip them all over and then I'll tell you what I see. Okay? So be patient while we flip these all over. It'll make sense in a second. Libra. The Sun. Funny. Okay. House 9. Damn, this might be the group where I start crying. House 12. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's going to be okay, you guys. It's going to be okay. And I'll tell you why in a moment. Just keep watching. Romantic feelings. Queen of Wands. The Queen of Cups. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Queen of Cups. We're going to take this reading slow, by the way, guys. We're going to take this reading slow. What'd you say? Your nails are so beautiful. Oh my God, thank you so much. These are literally such an old set. They've been on for like a couple of weeks now. I did them myself, and it's time for me to change them. But thank you. Oh my God. Very kind of you. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if this group has a hard time accepting compliments. 3 of Swords. Damn. Yeah. I mean, you have the card of healing right in the center of your reading. Healing the self. Oh my God. You guys know how I said truth, right? Look what it says on this card. It says self-express and embody truth. It's going to be okay. I promise. It's going to be okay. All right, here we go. I knew it. Here comes the 7 of Swords, which is lies and dishonesty and wearing a mask. And when we did our charm drop, it fell on truth. Isn't that crazy how things like that happen? Some of you guys are experiencing like synchronicities or like serendipitous things right now. That's how you know that you've already started your journey, if you're experiencing that right now. Okay. Look, Magician. The Magician. Existence. Politics and existence. Some of you guys feel like you have to hide parts of yourself. You can't be your most authentic self. That's not an energy that you're meant to be stuck in, by the way. Sometimes, okay, let me stop talking. Okay, here's the Star. Silence. Ooh. Okay. Moss agate. Jadeite. Wow. This particular stone, as well as the moss agate, they do not come out as often as the other ones. And I don't think I've ever gotten them coming out together. So that's very interesting. Okay, and sunstone. Yeah, look, you got the sun and sunstone. It's okay. It's going to be okay. We're going to take this reading slow, okay? The rest of these we'll look at in just a second. But first I want to talk about this. First, let's talk about this. Let's break it down. Don't click off. Listen to the full message. Because it gets better. Okay? It actually gets better. For this group, 100%. And I'll tell you why. So, you have the capacity to be someone who, I'm hearing, inspires other people to be themselves. You have the capacity to be someone that can inspire other people to be emotional and not feel the need to cover it up. You have the capacity to be someone who can even accommodate other people. But sometimes you may do this at the expense of yourself. Sometimes you guys may accommodate other people's truth and consider other people and try to be fair and harmonious with other people at your own expense. You have the capacity to kind of like extinguish this part of yourself, to be honest. You have the capacity to no longer do that and to be rewarded for being yourself. I don't know if someone here has never experienced the pleasure of being rewarded or uplifted for being their true self. Maybe you have, but it was only with like specific people. Like very few people have actually told you that you are very special for you being yourself, like authentically being yourself, with no cuts, no I'm hearing sugarcoating. Some of you guys may sugarcoat things about yourself, or you may even only talk about the things that you think other people can relate to instead of sharing your own story. You have the capacity to actually share yourself and heal other people through it. Whether or not you believe this or not, you may think that you're an ordinary person. You're not an ordinary person, actually. You're actually not. And I feel like for this group, you've known it for a while, but you may have pushed it down because it made other people feel more comfortable. Yeah. You guys may be the group that makes themselves smaller for other people. And you may not even see it this way. You may tell yourself that you're being kind. It's not that you're not being kind, but I think sometimes you guys may sacrifice your own emotional well-being for others. Some of you guys may even dampen yourselves down, like your talents, your passion, how confident you actually are. And that's why I was hearing some people may not like to accept compliments, but in this particular group, it feels more like you don't like to show your talents because you don't like to make other people feel weak or other people feel small around you. But that's not your problem. It's not your problem if other people feel small around you. It's not your problem if other people cannot handle how bright your aura is, how bright you can shine. Those people can get some fucking sunglasses or they can hit the road, Jack, and never come back. You know what I mean? And I think that's something that once you can accept that, as harsh as it sounds, some of you guys really don't like to be harsh. You don't like to sound harsh. Why? I'm not saying this in a weird way or in a mean way, but like the world is harsh, baby. Like, you know? And I think the more that you try to accommodate other people in their pain, the more you suffer in your own. Instead, you could be. Oh, let me just tell you guys right now, you guys have the power to be like a spiritual healer. You guys could probably write a book on yourself, like an autobiography or a memoir or something like that, and it would sell. I'm hearing it would sell millions. Maybe you have a story that most people don't know how to, like, there's something about you, people cannot read you. You feel like a mythical creature, to be honest. You may not, and you may even like be like, your body may be contorting when you hear that right now or something like that. Like maybe you feel awkward hearing that message, but you guys are very special. You don't come across someone like you all the time. And I think it's because you actually have a very pure and genuine heart. And some of you guys may have had this, I'm hearing poisoned. So I don't know what that means. It may have been tainted. Your emotional being may have been tainted when you were younger. Some of you guys, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but I don't know if you've been like cheated in life. Whether that is you've been stolen from by someone bigger than you that you couldn't fight back with, or someone told you that you were never going to amount to anything. And they may not have said it to you exactly like that, but they may have told you in small words. And for some of you guys, it was a lot of people that you actually admired and you looked up to. And maybe at some point you started to believe it. So that's why you made yourself smaller. But now you tell yourself it's because you want to accommodate other people. I don't think it's that. I know how harsh that sounds, and take a deep breath if you need to. But I think that's the truth behind it. It's funny how this card literally says healing right here. So for a lot of you guys, you've already started this journey. You've already started to realize these things. But for some of you guys, what will make you see this is that all of a sudden, when you're starting to heal, or maybe right before you start to go through this journey, people will be in competition with you. And you're going to be wondering why. You're going to be wondering why people, some of you guys, unfortunately, what may cause you to, and I'm so sorry if this is the case, but for some of you guys, what may cause you to go on this healing journey is you may be cheated on, or you may be betrayed in some way, or just lied to. And it's going to propel you to ask yourself, Not even what did I do, but why did I stick around? Because some of you guys, I think, are actually a bit more intuitive than you would like to admit. Maybe because you have a past, like some of you guys may have a past, and you may have known that the things that you were doing at a certain point in time, you shouldn't have been doing them. So you may feel bad about it. Some of you guys may be over accommodating now because you feel guilt about certain things. Some of you guys take on guilt of other people, though. Like, it's not even your own guilt, it's the guilt of other people. Like, you try to clean up other people's messes or something like that. But for others of you, maybe you feel bad because other people have had to clean up your mess. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Especially if this happened when you were young, when you were a child, or when you just didn't know better. And you know better now. Some of you guys need to learn how to stop beating yourself up. I think you guys may be kind of hard on yourself. You don't understand that sometimes we make mistakes and it actually helps you grow. And actually helps you heal. And the right people will see that in you. The right people are not going to tell you that you're never going to be able to change. Some of you guys may have been told that you're never going to change, or things will never change for you. You should just suck it up and be happy with what you have. No. Actually, no. Absolutely fucking not, by the way. Yeah, absolutely not. The Queen of Wands doesn't settle. Okay? And one thing that I was talking to myself about before I started this reading is that when I think of the queens, the reason why they are considered to be receptive energy is because, yes, they can do a lot on their own, but they don't have to. Some of you guys need to understand that, is that as considerate as you are with other people, as fair as you are and accommodating as you are with other people can actually be that way with you. But you're going to have to fight for it. It's going to create some tension. But I think that's how you're going to be able to weed out liars. When you ask people, this is actually what I'm looking for. This is actually what I need. Here's what I have, what I bring to the table. Can we come to some sort of agreement or something like that? When you embody that sort of energy, things will work out for you. I think some of you guys may have a hard time asking or receiving. So I don't know if it's that you... Actually, let's look at the feelings here. Let's look down here. Yeah, this talks about the heart chakra and bringing abundance and growth into your life. This particular stone here is good for peace and purity. And it often contains messages in it when you hold it. You'll hear messages. And you also have these vivid dreams. Some of you guys, you have someone that visits you in your dreams. And I don't know if it's like they actually show up as that person in the dream. Like, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, where like you have a dream and there's someone in the dream that reminds you of someone else, but it's not that actual person. I don't know if you've been experiencing that, or if this is something you're going to start to experience around the time that you're healing. Oh, and you know what's crazy? Is that it says, like holding this to your forehead, and that reminds me of the third eye. Interesting. Yeah. I think that you guys could actually be something of a like spiritual healer, in the sense where it's like you may do mundane things, but in whatever it is that you do in your day-to-day life, it actually heals other people. You have the power to do this with the magician. Some of you guys may want to be a doctor. I don't know why I heard that. Or some of you guys may want to literally like make other people feel special, or give people hope, or help people that have been cheated in life, or that didn't have a good start in life, like a good beginning in life. And if that's something that you want to do, or this is something that you are hoping to experience yourself, like if someone can help you with this, that's really great. Now, for others of you guys, what you don't realize is that you have the power to do this in anything that you do. You don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to be a therapist. You don't have to be so self-sacrificing to heal people. Sometimes standing in your power and saying no is actually healing, because it inspires other people to do the same. It inspires other people to ask themselves why you said no to them, or why you've outgrown them. Some of you guys have a hard time learning that you may outgrow people. That's a part of life. So some people may try to manipulate you to try and keep you to stay, or give you false hope, and you may have some trauma around that. I don't know if people have made you empty promises. I'm sorry if that's the case, because that's really hard to heal from, because it messes with your hope. It messes with your trust. It messes with your ability to trust yourself and to feel safe with other people. I think this group in particular, you may only feel safe by yourself, or you may only feel safe if you don't say everything. Some of you guys may have to keep secrets. If you've been wondering why there have been a lot of snakes around you, or why you've been lied to, or why things like that have happened in your life and broken your heart, you may need to ask yourself what parts of yourself you're not showing, what parts of yourself you are leaving in the shadows. Because there's no need to do that. You can be yourself. I don't know who needs to hear that, but you can be yourself. In this group, it's better for you to be yourself. Because I think in this particular group, and take a deep breath before you hear this, but in this particular group, people can tell that you're not being yourself. People can tell. And that's a confidence thing, it's a trust thing, and it's an authenticity thing. And some people can only tell that because they are not themselves either. And that's what I mean when I say you may look around it and notice the people that are around you, and or the cycles that happen with you, and ask yourself why they keep happening. And I think it's because you're not meant to squander your potential. You're literally not meant to. It's not in your story. Okay? It's just not. You have the Magician here with the star, with house 12 and house 9 in the sun. Some of you guys literally could be famous if you wanted to, but I feel like in this group, you guys may be a little bit more of an introvert, and that's okay. Some of you guys are an introvert and you spend too much time outside around other people, and it drains you. But you want to help and you care. So that could be something you need to heal. Maybe when you were younger, there was someone that had to take care of you more. Like you compared yourself to other people. Like, oh, well, I need this. Like, I'm getting like in this group, there could be someone that grew up sick or something like that. Or I don't know what it is, but it was just like you may have needed more. Either you needed more and you didn't get it, or you needed more and you got it and it made you feel guilty. And now you spend a lot of time helping other people. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like you need to help yourself by being yourself. With the sunstone here, it says, this will let you see the light in the time of darkness. And I think this is actually a capability or a power, like a superpower that you guys actually could have. You guys could actually uplift a lot of people and change a lot of people's perspectives on things with the Libra to help people be more balanced. And it starts with yourself. You guys need to learn how to balance the good and the bad in you, because we all have good and bad, and there's nothing wrong with that. That could be a wound for you. There could be a wound around people only seeing the negative traits in you, or people only broadcasting the negative traits in you. And for some of you guys, you were applauded for the negative traits in you and not the positive ones. And those were by people that benefited off of those negative traits, whatever it looked like. And I'm calling them negative because I don't feel like they were helpful for you in the long run. You know what I mean? Some of you guys, what you need to realize is that I don't know if you're experiencing some sort of sickness or physical difficulties or something like that. Those things will be healed once you do this work. I don't know what it is that you experience. It affects your body, though. For some of you guys, it affects your mind and your heart. Some of you guys, your heart may be a bit cold sometimes, as giving as you are. Sometimes you can maybe it's being cold to yourself. Like you guys may go through down periods where you actually get sick. That will change once you work on this. What else? With the romantic feelings here. Okay, let me just say this right now. There's two groups here. One group is a group of people that cannot be confident enough to say how they really feel. You have a fear of rejection. Yeah, this group has a fear of rejection. It's okay though, because I think what you're starting to realize is that when you lose good things or good people, or when you feel like you lost an opportunity because you don't speak up about how you feel, it's actually going to catapult you into this energy of kind of being like, I'm going to say how I feel even if it hurts. I'm going to say how I feel even if it may mess something up, because living with regret is worse. Oh, there's a reader, I think his name is Butch Tarot, and he says this one thing in his readings. What is it? Rejection. Okay, this is basically like paraphrasing, but basically the quote is like, rejection can be healed, or rejection is temporary. You can get over it, but regret, that sometimes lasts lifetimes. So some of you guys are learning, and what you'll experience while you're on this healing journey is that Regret is so much worse. It's just so much worse than exploring your real feelings. So there's two groups here. One group here, this is you. You have a hard time saying how you really feel with the Ace of Cups. You may have been shamed. Some of you guys are more sensitive than you let on to. You may have been shamed for it because more people have applauded you for being hard or for being passionate and direct and whatever. But I feel like in this particular group, you're meant to be taken care of. You're meant to be protected emotionally. You're meant to have someone care for your feelings, even if it means that they have to defend you. I don't know if this group has never been defended. So you try and, or maybe you were once and it actually put the other person in a bad spot and, or took something out of the other person and now you just try to act like you don't have needs. I feel like this group, you have needs. And it starts with honoring yourself and honoring your feelings. Some of you guys don't feel confident when it comes to honoring your feelings or honoring your intuition or honoring what you already know to be true without any like legit evidence. This group tries to be very objective about things. And I think it may harm you. I think it may actually harm you at some points because this is either the viewers watching are either people that struggle with that or you're genuinely in the closet. Take a deep breath. And when I say that in my readings, most of the time what I mean by that is when you're in the closet, it's like you are restricting yourself. You put limitations on your personality. Oh, I won't get this if I show up like this. I can't I can't I can't I just heard I can't make that joke because people will think this way about me, or I can't say this, or I can't be this, or I can't wear that, I can't blah blah blah. I feel like you put limitations on yourself. And you may think it's like you're fitting in or you're just adjusting. But what you need to realize in this group is that other people and things can adjust to you. So I don't know if that's a trauma for you, like a wound for you. If you grew up seeing other people have to change themselves and put on this fancy coat and this mask and, you know, that's how they got to their dreams. No, you're meant to break that. You're meant to break that. Some of you guys are a generational curse breaker, especially in your family. I don't know if someone else in your family is like this. Yeah, you're meant to be different, by the way. I know how that sounds and I know that that can be scary, but you're meant to be different in a different way, more emotionally. You may be around a lot of hard people and wonder why. It's because you're meant to show them what it is to actually feel. I think this group actually feels quite a lot. So let's look deeper. Tell me more. Tell me more about the wounds for this group and what things you may use to distract yourself from this pain. Because I feel like this is pain, but I think that you guys are so good at romanticizing life or looking on the brighter side of things or trying to help other people look on the brighter side of things that sometimes you I don't know if it's like compartmentalization though. I feel like some of you guys may literally just push this to the back of your mind, you know, like on your day to day. But when you get home, it's like you're heartbroken. Some of you guys don't feel accepted by other people. Like there's no way that you can be fully accepted by other people if you're not being yourself. Some of you guys don't feel love. Like you don't feel reciprocated love, or you feel like you always love someone more than they love you. That's probably because you're not being yourself. You know what I mean? If you are yourself and someone can show you how much they love you, but if you're being someone else, then there's no way you can really achieve that, you know? People will start to fall in love with an idea of you, an image of you, a projection of you that's not true. I think that's why I was hearing authenticity. Yeah, authenticity. And what I mean by that is like for this group, some of you guys can be authentic, your authentic self with like your friends or something like that, but not with romantic partners. It's specifically when it comes to romantic partners where you do this. So maybe you need to ask yourself why that is, you know? I feel like there's always a trigger, like in my readings. It's hard for me to tell what the trigger is with this group because I feel like when you have been yourself, there have been several times, for some of you guys, 7 times, where you could literally count where you were yourself and you were rejected for it, you know? So maybe you don't let that side of you show. But sometimes you're just not around your people, you know? And there's no way that you can find your people if you're around snakes. A snake can sense a rat. They eat them up. You know? They eat them. Like that. So let's see. Four of Swords, male. Money, Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. Oh, look, what did I say? Restriction. What did I say? Did I not say restriction? Like closeted or in a cage? This has been coming out in a lot of my readings. This is a collective message for everyone. I've left some more links in the description box below for more that will help you with this journey. Because I can relate, but for other reasons. I can relate to this, but for other reasons. Let's see. 9 of Cups. How's that? How funny is that it's falling over house 9 with 9 of Cups? 8 of Pentacles, support. Some of you guys need help, by the way. It's okay. I think I said that earlier, but some of you guys don't know how to ask for help. Because I'm seeing support here. In the 4 of Swords, to me, it's like when you're waiting for something or when you're really quiet about something. So some of you guys may be, you want people to see you as strong, or people have always seen you as strong, so you don't know how to say you need help. Some of you guys may need to go to therapy or something. Or you may need to, because this is a cane, which is like pain. So I don't know if some of you guys have pain, like physical pain that you experience. I was hearing that earlier. Let me give an example. I'm going to get real vulnerable with you guys, but when I was younger, I used to get these really, really, really bad migraines. Really bad migraines. And honestly, this is not too early before I realized that I was psychic. But I used to get these really bad migraines, and they were like completely debilitating. Like I could not move. I could not move. I couldn't even remember what I was doing or where I was going. My friends would literally have to walk me to class because I would literally be tripping. Like I wouldn't know which way was up. People could walk up to me that I've seen and known for 10 years, and I couldn't remember their name. They would talk to me, and I would just hear this like white noise. And it went on for months before I actually ended up in therapy. So that's why I'm saying that. I'm not saying that's your situation, but what I mean by that is like sometimes your body will do things when you're not okay, you know? And for this group, what I was saying earlier is that I feel like it's more of your mind. Like your mind is doing these things. It's pushing things to the front of your mind for you to deal with them. You know? Let's see. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. I knew this was going to come out in one of the groups. I didn't know who it was. This bitch, this bitch right here, I've been shuffling this deck to try and get blind pulls, and she kept flying out each time. And I put it back in finally, and I was like, listen, girl, if you come out, I know what you mean. And it doesn't matter the gender, whoever's watching. And the 7 of Swords, look what came out again, the Mask. So, yeah. I don't know what it is about my channel, but I get a lot of closeted people here. And again, closeted can mean a lot of things. I might need to put that as a disclaimer in the description box for all my readings, because I say it a lot. I say it a lot in my readings. And I think it may offend the wrong people. But I feel like sometimes when you offend people, it's because you're actually onto something. So just know I'm not here to defend or offend anyone. And I think that's something that you may need to embody as well. Some people may genuinely feel offended by you being yourself for some reason. That's not your problem. And the quicker or the sooner you realize this, 333 on the clock, the quicker or the sooner you realize this, the better. You don't have to make yourself smaller for other people, by the way. Yeah, some of you guys may disassociate. Damn, I'm hearing this song by Young M.A. I'm hearing this song by Young M.A. where she literally is talking about coming out the closet. And it's like a message to her listeners. It's an old mixtape, by the way. It's like one of her older songs. Like when she was still, like in the hood and shit. She's rapping to her fans. At the very end of the song, like the whole beginning of the song is actually very happy and like upbeat and cool. And then at the end, she kind of just breaks it down, turns the music down or whatever, and she just says, "Come out, be you. Come out, be you. Open up," basically. One thing that this group needs to realize is that everything you ever wanted is on the other side of this door, the other side of this cage. Some of you guys feel comfortable in this cage. You feel comfortable and safe. Restricting yourself. You feel protected in this cage. So I don't know if there's something about you that has literally gotten you in like physical harm or something like that. And you just learn to put that side away, put that part of you away. There was a time where maybe you needed to do that, but you don't need to do that anymore, baby. You just don't. You just don't. Some of you guys feel like your money or your job or something like that will be impacted if you do this. You won't be able to have new beginnings or to have something stable if you are your authentic self. That's not true. I don't know who told you that, but that's literally not true. You know how I know it's not true? Look at anybody else. Look at the people you admire that can authentically be themselves. And they're happy with what they have. They're happy where they are. And if they are not happy where they are, then they do what they need to do to get there. So this is a process. Some of you guys need to realize that it's a process. And the first thing you need to do is open up the fucking cage and let yourself out. Oh my God, I just did a reading earlier today where I had this like metaphor of like a little bird. I was seeing a little bird and I was saying, be free, little bird. And I feel like that's you. Like there could be someone that can actually help you with this. Yeah, where this all started for you guys, I feel like this may have even started for some of you guys. You may have grown up poor, or someone told you that you could not accomplish your dreams, and you may have taken it as like, okay, then I'll never be happy. I'll never be happy, so I might as well just pretend. Why? Some of you guys are pretending to be happy with what you're given when you actually want more. Yeah, some of you guys are so accommodating because you're like, oh, I understand they may not be able to give me this, or fuck that then, go somewhere else. Yeah, completely. I'm hearing completely. Just because someone can't give you what you deserve doesn't mean they're a bad person, and it doesn't mean that you have to stick around until they're ready to accept you or to offer you something substantial. You can leave, by the way. You can leave. I don't know who needs to hear that, but you can leave. You can literally leave. Let me say it one more time. You can leave. You can walk away. You can say no. This group has a hard time saying no, I feel like. Maybe you have a hard time saying no because you feel like at some point you may need those people. You don't need anybody that can't accept you and love you. You don't need anybody that can't meet you where you deserve to be met, like meet you where you're at. You don't need any of those people. They're actually going to end up holding you back and keeping you in this cage because it suits them. And you're never going to be happy like that. You're actually squandering your luck. Some of you guys, you don't realize it, but you're actually squandering your luck and your money and your success by doing this. Some of you guys have a fear of failure. You have a fear of looking like a failure. Or you'll convince yourself that the thing that you actually want to do is never going to be something that you could be stable with. That's not true. It's not true. It takes dedication. And some of you guys, it takes help. You just need help. You're not going to be able to do it all alone. You're going to need someone to lean on. Some of you guys need to get a pen pal or someone that you can write or text every now and again. Me, my sister, and my favorite cousin, we have a group chat. We've had a group chat since we were, I don't even know how fucking long. And we literally just go into group chat sometimes and be like, you guys would not believe the fucking day I had. And we just rant. And we send each other memes and we reminisce, you know? And it's good. It's good. Some of you guys need that. Like someone that genuinely loves you to talk to every day. I'm hearing every day. Because I'm hearing this group, you're going to need to take it day by day. Things are going to start changing, you know, once you start doing this. And it's going to be difficult, but I think you have to give people the opportunity to protect you for who you are, you know? Some people don't know that you need protection. You may appear really good on your own and hurt in private. Some of you guys can be more honest about how you've been used. Maybe you think that if you are quiet about how you've been used before, that no one will be able to do it to you again. But then I think people may see you as cold. And the fact of the matter is you're not cold at all. You're actually very loving. You're actually very loving. And you could lead people on this journey. You may not even realize it, but you could lead people. Some of you guys have everything that you want, but you're not happy with it because you're still restricting yourself. So you're always going to be unhappy, by the way, if you live your life like that. Let's see. What are the distractions? Fury? Damn. Illness? What did I say? Some of you guys have been sick or experiencing some sort of illness. Oh. I'm sorry. If that's the case. Actually, let me flip this around, sorry. Because you can't see what it says. Money. For others of you, it's not physical illness, but it's like poverty. Or like you keep having expenses come up or something like that. Or you keep having new starts, but they actually end up not panning out. Let me see. Good news. Look how she's holding that letter, like in this card right here, the letter. Good news. It says encouragement here, miracle and surprise. Some of you guys have been banking on a miracle. You don't need a miracle. You just need to be yourself. I don't know who needs to hear that. Let me see. Stress. Stress. Look how she's holding her head. I feel like this group, you guys may actually be experiencing that. What I was talking about earlier, the migraines, the feeling lost, the like literal confusion. I don't know if you're literally feeling confused. Like you don't know what you're doing half the time. Goal. What did I say? Accomplishing your goals. You have a purpose, by the way. Some of you guys need help to accomplish your goals, and you need to ask for it. And trap. Okay, so with this group, your distractions are, some of you guys get really quiet and then all of a sudden you pop off. Like you may keep your feelings to yourself when you're feeling uncomfortable, when you're feeling upset, when you're feeling offended, and you may pop off. Or for some of you guys, it's not that you pop off, but that people pop off on you. Like you feel like people are all of a sudden getting angry at you. I don't think it's that, by the way. I think it's that people may be giving you opportunities to say how you really feel and to come out of your shell. And when you don't, it's infuriating because some people may actually see your potential and they want to help you. You may push people away. Yeah. But you have a lack mentality and you ignore it. It's okay. I think a lot of people have that mentality at some point in their life, but they overcome it. That's what you need to hear, is that you can overcome it. With the good news here, yeah, you guys are a good liar. You're a good liar. You can be someone else if you need to. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I think in a lot of ways it may have helped you up until this point. But now it makes you feel bad. I feel like now it makes you feel bad. Now it actually hurts for you to look back and think about how many people you have not been yourself with, but have actually loved you. But then you feel like it wasn't real love because you weren't being yourself. You know what I mean? Now with the stress card here, some of you guys may actually keep yourself too busy so that you don't have to deal with this. And it gives you headaches. You experience lack of sleep. You may even work and never sleep. Or put a lot of pressure on yourself. And with the goal card here, you may tell yourself it's because you have an end goal and you're just working towards it. This is you're working towards something. You're working towards something. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Take a break though, and ask for help. Some of the things that you guys do could literally be delegated very easily to someone else. Or some of the goals that you want to accomplish, you can't do it on your own, and you may convince yourself that you're never going to be able to accomplish them. But you may just need to be honest with what you need. Honest about what you need. Some of you guys may leave instead of asking for reassurance, or instead of asking for help. Instead of saying what you were really hoping for, you may just leave. And then you end up feeling guilty, and you end up helping other people to try and make up for it. It's okay. It's okay, you know. I think the real people, you'll be able to be honest with them about that, and they'll accept you for it. They'll understand. And when I say real people, like your people, will understand that. Everyone has a past, by the way. Everyone has a past. This group, you may not want to admit it, but maybe you've used people before, or you've been used before. It's one or the other. But a lot of the time when someone is used, they may consciously do it with another person. And there are a lot of ways that you can use someone, by the way. It doesn't always have to be financial or for personal gain or for clout or anything. Sometimes it's like emotional. Sometimes you may find yourself around other people that are really emotional, but you can't tap into your own feelings. So you're using them for that. And that's the term energy vampire. It's okay. I think we've all been there. But the thing is that some people don't mind it. Some people actually want to support you through that. Through it. You see the arrow? Through it. With the trap card, I think that you guys may convince yourself that you're always going to be stuck here. Like you're always going to be in this area. You're not a victim, by the way. You're not. You don't have to be. And I know how that sounds. Take a deep breath. But you don't have to be. Some of you guys, you don't have to beat around the bush. You can just be direct about what it is that you want and what you're looking for. And people can tell you whether or not they can offer it to you or not. And you'll feel better about being authentic about what it is that you're looking for instead of all of this. So with this group, it's more of a figuring out what it is that you want and being honest about it. Your luck will start to change. You won't have to stress so much. All right, so let's pull some cards. Let's pull some cards. Let me clear this out. And we'll pull some cards for you. Okay. Yeah, some of you guys are, I don't know. It's like you're already rich. Either you're already rich, but you're not happy with what you have because you can't be yourself. Or others of you guys, as soon as you start being yourself, you're going to get everything you ever wanted. Whether it's money, whether it's that. It's just a goal with the Ace of Pentacles or something solid. Some of you guys just want something solid. Or you have a dream, though. There's a dream. I feel like this group, you have a dream. Like you actually have something that you've always wanted to do. You're going to be able to accomplish it once you heal. I don't know who needs to hear that. Let's see what comes out when we shuffle. Let's see what comes out when we shuffle. I think it's so funny how I kept hearing restriction. And here it came. It came out. It came out. Okay. So let's clear this space and see what we can do for card number 1. Can you tell me about card number 1? What's going to happen for them? How will they know that they've started healing? How will they know? What can they look for? I don't want you guys flying blind. Because I feel like sometimes when people are healing, people may take advantage of that. So you may have already started this process, to be honest. But let's see. Let's see. So I'm going to be using 2 decks today. This is our Mystic Mondays deck here. And then we have, this is just a regular tarot. Oh, look. Third eye. And here comes the High Priestess. Remember when we did the charm drop? It said truth, mind, and clarity. And it fell on third eye. Ooh, look. Here's the Ace of Cups right here. That's the card you chose. Right here. The Ace of Cups. And the Strength card, which is confidence. Ooh, look. Strength card, confidence. Page of Pentacles, knowing what you have to offer, starting something new, healing. And here's living in your truth. Okay. All right. So let's see what comes out. Spirit, tap me in. What do I want to look at? I want to know, what's your new life going to look like after you start this healing process? What will your new life look like? What are going to be these first steps? And what will change immediately once you've done the healing? How will you know you've made it, basically? How will card number 1 know? How will card number 1 know that they're doing it and they're doing it right? Some of you guys thought you were healed, but you're not. You're not yet. Look, 8 of Pentacles coming through again. Support. This is also working. Okay, let's see. The Star coming out again. I cannot make this up. How will they know? How will they know? The Knight of Cups. Aww. Aww. I want to cry. Okay. How will they know? How will card number 1 know that they're ready, that they've done it. Ooh, look, 3 of Cups. Oh my God. Oh my God. Great. Really great. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. Good. Because the Queen of Swords doesn't play. She's honest, she's direct, and she's upfront. Let's pull a few more. How will they know? How will they know? Damn. Hold on, guys. That shit flew. Three of Swords. What did I show you? The healing. Some of you guys, how you'll know is that you're going to have to break some hearts. You've probably been heartbroken a lot in your life, but never broken other people's hearts. You're going to have to do it. Sorry. Okay. And it's not because you're meant to be in like this villain era. This is not giving villain era, by the way. It's something else. All right, let's see. Look, King of Pentacles. And the Strength card coming through again. Good. Okay, so how will you know? For one thing, you're not going to be engaging in like toxic positivity. It's actually going to be real. The first steps that you'll make will be trying to focus on how to become more positive in your life, whether this is through therapy, finding a passion project, or working on that dream. That's how you know. You actually start doing things towards a dream. With the Star card and the Knight of Cups, some of you guys may actually... I'm hearing there could be one person. For some of you guys, it's more than one person. It's like a group of people. But for some of you guys, it's like one person that actually tells you that you've helped them or that you've inspired them. You may not imagine that someone could do that for you. Some of you guys have already experienced, though. Some of you guys have experienced it with multiple people already. And that's how you know you're on this journey. But people may tell you something like, I see what you're doing and it's really special. Or I see what you're doing and it's really great. Or just something like that. You know what I mean? It'll be subtle. You may not take it seriously in the beginning because this group doesn't like compliments. But I think it's actually going to uplift you and make you feel more serious about yourself. Take yourself more seriously. One thing that you will know is that your work will be working for you, basically. You won't have to sugarcoat or accept less than what you want. There's not really going to be any negotiating. You're going to be more stubborn. You're going to be more business-like almost. You know what I mean? I'm hearing it's not personal, it's just business. It's not personal, it's just business. Or it's not personal, it's just what I have to do. You're going to know because you're going to be doing things that actually, I don't want to say only benefit you because they don't only benefit you. Clearly here, you're going to be an inspiration. You're going to be helping other people. But it's more of a like, you're going where you're wanted, where you're appreciated, and where you're valued at your worth. That's how you'll know. And with the Strength card coming through, you're going to be walking different. You're going to be walking different. You're going to be dressing different. Some of you guys are going to be splurging on yourself. You may actually buy yourself more gifts or something like that. Like you may actually get the things that you actually want. I'm hearing look better, feel better. So I don't know if you change your wardrobe or you change your look. Some of you guys, if you're older, you start to be happy that you're older. You actually start to appreciate that you're not a young kid anymore. You're actually going to be happy to be adulting, to be growing up. This is the energy of someone who's growing up, but like in a different way. You'll know because you're going to be your own security. But for the feminines here, there's going to be someone that actually is protective of you. Look at this energy here. Very protective energy right here with the King of Pentacles and the Strength card. That's how you know. You're going to be so protective of yourself that it's like anyone else that is around you is going to kind of do that as well for you. Like it feels, yeah, because I'm seeing the Three of Cups, which is like people around you. You're going to have more genuine friends, by the way. That's how you'll know as well. The first steps that you're going to have to take is working on healing yourself. Some of you guys, you're going to have to become a genuine friend. But for others of you, you are a genuine friend and you're going to have more like-minded people around you. And you're going to cut off anybody that's not. You're going to cut off anybody. Listen, say it out loud. You're going to, or I'm going to cut off anybody that is not genuine. Yeah, look, I'm going to cut off anybody that is trying to fight with me for no reason. I'm going to cut off anybody that's petty. Anyone that's not seeing my worth. You're not the page anymore, by the way. You're the king. Doesn't matter your gender. So that's something that you'll see, is that people are going to stop treating you like a little kid, regardless of your gender or your age or whatever. It's like people are going to take you more seriously. That's how you know. The way you walk in a room, you're going to command respect when you walk in a room. You might notice it already. People start tightening up when you're around, but it's not in a competitive energy anymore. It's because you don't play. Look, Ace of Cups. Oh my God. Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck again. So as soon as you start to feel this, that's when you can be more emotional. As soon as you start to see that people are respecting this energy in you, that's when you can lay it all out and you can say how you really feel. Some of you guys, the problem is that you're not, I don't know. I feel like there's two groups here. Like some people are happy with what they have, but they're not happy with themselves. And then there's another group where you're not happy where you are, whether it be financially, physically, where you live, with your family, with your marriage, with your relationship or something like that. And it's like, these are going to be the steps that you take to get there, to get to the happiness. Okay, that's the Knight of Wands. Or actually, no, the Princess is the Page. That's the Page of Wands and the Two of Wands. So you're going to start making choices or decisions that you're actually happy about, that make you feel excited. You're going to be able to be emotional, by the way. You're going to be able to mix your emotions with your work, with your business or whatever. Or this is saying you're going to have loyal, stable people around you that really care to protect the relationship they have with you. And that's how you know you're healing. Is that they're going to be people that won't, I don't want to say do just about anything, but they'll do what you ask them to, basically. If you ask someone to do something, they'll do it. If you set a boundary, they will honor it. Look, Knight of Wands, boundaries. They'll honor it. Because they're going to be afraid of losing you. So some of you guys are going to realize that you're a prize. People are going to start asking you, but what can I do? What can I do? That sort of thing. Or maybe you'll be able to do this with someone else at some point. Like, what can I do? You know? Wow. Very beautiful energy in this group. I know this one got a little long, but I'm sure the other one will be just as long. If that resonated, I hope you give it a like and come back for another reading on my channel. Like, subscribe, because I do readings like this all the time, and I don't do them all as heavy. Sometimes they're a little bit more light. You can look in the description box below and see what's so special about you, what people envy about you, what people love about you, your best traits, those sorts of things. Those links will be below. Okay? So I love you. Love yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Alrighty. Let's get started with card number 2. I'm going to put the timestamps in the chat in just a second. Okay, let me put the timestamp in the chat, and then we'll get started with pile number 2 or card number 2 in a second. Okay. We'll say that card number 2 is starting at 58:30. Card 2, 58:30. Okay, yeah. Cool. Let me get a sip of water, because I just talked for an hour straight. Okay. Hi, card number 2. This is your reading. We're going to be looking at what you need to heal, and how things will start changing for you once you start doing this process. So you chose the raw amethyst, and the card you chose, we're going to flip over in just a second, and then we have a bunch of blind pulls and shuffles that we'll do later, and we're also going to do a charm drop. And if you don't know what a charm drop is, stay tuned. Okay, so here we go. Card number 1. The card you chose is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. Interesting. Let's see how this comes out in your reading, huh? So first thing we're going to do is something called a charm drop. These are like positive things that we all could use and benefit from in our life. So what I'm going to do right now is do a charm drop and see what it is that you may be lacking, or what it is that you may need, or what it is that you'll start to gain once you go through this healing process. So I have a bunch of charms here. I'm just literally going to drop them and see where they fall, where they bounce off, and if any of them stick. So let's see. Okay, so you got 3. The first one, well, actually, let me move these out the way. These ones didn't stick, so I'm going to take them out the way. I'm going to try to lift this up so that you can see where it's falling without it shifting. But from what I can tell right now, it says acceptance, accountability, and this says remembrance. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. That doesn't say acceptance. It says abundance. You see that? It says abundance. It fell on abundance. Accountability, and then remembrance. Okay. Okay. So let's see how that fares in your reading. Abundance, accountability, and remembrance. Okay. All right, let's get into the reading. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Here we go. Oh, one thing that I wanted to say in this particular reading is that if at any point this is like overwhelming or too triggering or whatever, pause the video. Okay, just pause it. Or bookmark it and come back. I would love to hear you guys' stories. You can message me privately through my email or on my website. There's a client profile you can make on there and let me know what you think about the reading, or if you have any suggestions for a reading that you'd like to see on my channel. You can always comment or contact me and let me know. Specifically with this group, I feel the need to let you know that these changes are for the best. Okay, these changes that you're going to start going through, they're for the best. And we're going to be diving deep. So if you feel the need to cry, go ahead and do it. If you feel the need to take a deep breath or go get a drink or take a sip of water or something during this reading, do it. It's okay. Okay. So with that being said, let's get into the reading. I'm going to flip over all the cards I may channel while I do so, and then we'll get into like the bulk of it. Afterwards, we'll do some shuffles. Okay. I cannot see these cards. I don't know what they are. So we'll be pleasantly surprised together. Aquarius. Aquarius. Cancer. Sagittarius. The moon. Aw. And house 1. Playfulness. I knew it. Okay. 9 of Wands. Aw. It's okay. It's going to be okay. Ace of Wands. You guys have a spark too. I think you might actually be like secretly very vibrant or very fun, or, you know. Okay. The Hermit. Yeah, what did I say? Secretly. And here comes the Hermit. Yeah, I feel like you guys know who you are in this group though. Like there's no confusion about the type of person you are or who you are. I think it's more of a like being it all the time. Yeah. Okay. The Fool. Look. The Fool. Very vibrant, very fun, very free. I feel like you guys could be more free. I'm seeing the door frame here, so I don't know if it's you guys box yourself in or people put you in a box. People have tried to define you or put you in a box. Look, sharing. Queen of Wands. Yeah, very vibrant. Look at that. And the Thunderbolt. The Tower in this deck. Oh. You are, I don't know if this is the group of rule breakers or just, there's something different about you. That's what I'm getting. Lapis Lazuli. I knew this was going to come out. I knew it. I literally knew it. Okay. Zoisite. One of these I'm not going to be able to pronounce, it feels like. Oh, no, we're good. Calcite. Okay, calcite. Interesting, because calcite has not come out in like the past like 2-3 weeks. Okay, we'll save these for a little later. Let's just get into this part. So with this group, it feels like you deserve to be happy in this group. I'm hearing like outwardly happy. So I feel like with this group, what it is that you're actually happy with yourself, but maybe you're around other people that aren't. Or maybe you are just really shy. This group could be really shy or really like, it takes a while for you to warm up to people. It takes a while for you to show people your fun side with this group. You have a very, very, very fun, funny, vibrant, attractive, uplifting, caring, free side to you that I think a lot of people don't get to see for whatever reason. And they want to. Like they want to. This might be the group when you guys look in the mirror, you see something different than who you are. This group, you may not want to admit it. It may make you feel a certain type of way, but you're meant to be blunt. Okay, you're meant to be blunt. You're meant to call people out. You're meant to make that silly joke. You are meant to. You're meant to give it right back to people. You're meant to care for yourself. You're meant to be different. Really, you're meant to be different. I don't know, in this particular group, you would be really great at helping people accept their differences. Like this is the type of people, this group in particular, I feel like you could be friends with anybody. Or you may find that you have random people that want to be around you that you don't have anything like on paper in common with, but there's something different. Like there's a little bit of like a connection, or you're just meant to play in this lifetime. I don't know if in a past life or maybe in your past, you had to be more controlled. You had to be more defensive, but I feel like you've already broken yourself out of this. I feel like you've already broken yourself out of always being this way, but it's that like maybe only certain people get to see your fun side. Maybe only certain people get to see your childlike side. I don't know if this group you have children, or maybe the mother is significant here. This group you may have been bullied. Yeah, it feels like this group you may have been bullied before. You may have been bullied, or you may have been picked on or made to feel small. And you're not meant to live a small life at all. You have a larger than life personality. That's what this group needs to realize. You may have told yourself for a very long time that you're an introvert, and it's not saying that you're not. You may have told yourself for a long time that you're like antisocial, or maybe people label you as this, but you're not. You're actually not. You're just maybe selective, or maybe only feel comfortable in certain places, and people make you feel bad for that. So it's like this group, you may have like two sides of the spectrum where some people tell you that you're like stuck up and you think you're better. And then you have another side of people that just want to see more of you. And it can be confusing to find a balance, you know? You have the capacity to just make people feel confident in their uniqueness. You could have scars, like literal scars on your body where maybe there's like a condition you have, or there's just something like it almost feels like physically special or different about you. And it actually, oh, I'm hearing scars, but I'm also hearing tattoos. So I don't know if someone here has tattoos or wants to get tattoos or something, but anyway, this group, you're meant to be free. You're meant to be free. You're meant to go after anything you want. Like you're meant to be able to be a bit reckless. You're actually meant to make mistakes. You're actually meant to get down and try back up, or get down and get back up again. You're meant to, this group, you're actually meant to make mistakes. And I feel like every time you make mistakes, you actually learn from it and you become more confident in yourself. So I don't even know if it's mistakes if you guys get knocked down. And you feel positive. Like if this is an energy that you already embody, this is something that you're going to be able to embody once you're healed. You're going to be able to hug yourself. You see how she's hugging herself? You're going to be able to hug yourself when you mess up. to comfort yourself when you mess up, to be blunt. I feel like this group has a tongue on them, like they have a mouth on them. You're very clear-minded. This group, you feel very clear-minded. You're super introspective. You have this ability at looking deeper at yourself, or looking deeper into yourself. You know yourself like the back of your hand. I'm hearing, like, you literally know yourself. You know who you are. You know what you want. You know how you view the world. And if you aren't embodying this, this is what you will get to when you're healed. No one's going to be able to, I don't want to say like this in a wrong way, but like no one's going to be able to persuade you to be different. I feel like in this particular group, you are like, look at all the cards, like the colors here. I'm seeing a lot of red. You're very vibrant. You're very bright. And if you don't feel this way, you actually are. And I think this is something that you will notice. You'll start to notice this when you're healing. You'll feel more free. You'll feel more. Oh my God. Guys, before I started the reading, I'll show you what I did for group number 1. There was something that I wrote here for for each group, for what I thought that they were going to have to heal from, or what I thought might be something that they could like explore a little bit more in themselves. And for group 2, what I wrote here is protection, no filter, and blind. And what's funny is that, look at the Fool here. He doesn't even see that he's tripping. He's blind. Oh, interesting. And with Cancer, it says protection on this card right there. I wrote these before I even started the reading, by the way. So it's just funny how it's coming out. It's funny how it's coming out. Interesting. Okay, so now what I'm getting is that in this particular group, because I keep hearing blind, you guys may do everything alone in this group. You may actually have this like I can do bad all by myself sort of energy, or this like maybe you have more fun by yourself in this group. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I think that you could actually, or either you have more fun by yourself, or you're someone that spends a lot of time outside when you actually would feel better alone. So it's like two sides of the spectrum here. But what I'm mostly getting is that this group actually spends a lot of time alone, but they need to put themselves out there more. That's what I'm mostly getting, but you may need to flip it for your situation depending on who you are, and the type of person you are. But it's giving more that you don't let yourself have fun. I don't know if it's that you literally have kids, or you take care of other people, or maybe you're just really shy, or maybe you have been made to feel wrong for your differences, or the way that you speak, or the way that you look. Or this group, you may have been bullied for the way that you look, whether that is you're too tiny, you're too small, you're too this, you're too that, you're not too much of anything. Some of you guys have been told that you're literally too much, you're overwhelming, you're intense, you're whatever. So that's actually a good thing. I think it's actually a good thing to be intense and not just be boring and just whack, to be honest. Like, you're not whack at all. You're actually not. I feel like this is the group of people, you may have stories that most people don't even know, they've never even heard. Or once you start healing, you start to have these crazy stories that you can share with your children, or share with the people, just random people I'm hearing. Some of you guys, you may wonder why random people just want to talk to you, or random people just tell you things about themselves. I don't know why either, but I think it just happens with you. People want to make you laugh, or this group, you are actually hilarious. You make people laugh. There's something about your honesty, your directness. You're unintentionally funny in this group. I'm feeling like this is the group of comedians, or the group of people that aren't afraid to make a fool of themselves, aren't afraid to give. I feel like this group is actually a group of protectors. So maybe you've always had to be in this energy of protecting other people. But for others of you, it's that it's okay. How do I say this? I don't know if you've ever met someone or talked to someone, and like they tell you about a rough time that they're going through, and you are able to like crack a joke, but it's not like insulting. It's actually helpful. It actually makes that person feel better in the moment when they're like really down. I feel like that's the type of person you are. You can make light of situations. And I feel like in the past, people may have told you that you're childish because of it, or you're this or you're that, but I don't think that's the truth. I think that you're actually It takes someone really special to be able to transmute negative energy into something positive like this. And I think that's what you are. It's like you guys are almost a shapeshifter. I don't know if it's, you guys could look good in any style, any era style. You could look good in anything. You could cut all your hair off, you'd look fine. You could I don't know, move across the road, and it's like you can make friends instantly if you wanted to. If you wanted to. Like, it's that sort of energy where it's just like there's something about you that makes other people feel free to be themselves and liberated around you. And I think it's because I'm not getting that this group is not confident. I'm not getting that you guys aren't confident in yourself. If you are struggling with confidence issues, the way that you'll know that you're healed or you're starting to heal is that when you look in the mirror, you actually like what you see. But I feel like for this group, you don't have any problem with your physical being or like the way you look. I think it's more of a like you don't put yourself out there. Um, some of you guys have a hard time being nurtured. Maybe it's that you are more free and fun, but you actually need someone to care for you at the same time. So it's like maybe this is the group of people where it's like you always look like you're fun and you're having a good time, but sometimes you actually need someone to lift you up, make you laugh, make you happy. Interesting. I feel like this is the group of people where it's like you understand that life is really short, like life is too short, or this is something that you'll start to feel or tell yourself, almost be reminded of all the time once you start healing, is that life is too short to close yourself off. Life is too short to hide yourself or to lie about how you feel or to coast. I'm hearing. I feel like this is also the group of people you may have, I don't know, you seem like the type of person where it's like someone hurts you, you don't even talk about it, you just move on. And I think that that actually generates a lot of good karma for you. You don't put energy into negative things, or this is something that you're not even going to be able to do it. You're not going to do it once you start healing. You're just going to move on. You're going to ask yourself deeply why things happen, be honest with yourself about it, and then free yourself. And I think your ability to do that will help other people. Some people may call you childish or like unstable or something like that. You're not any of those things. I think you just understand, like I said, life is too short. But this is something that you'll start to understand. You'll be enlightened. This is the perspective that you start to take once you're healed, and that's how things will start changing for you. Some of you guys, things will start changing for you and you'll be able to embody all everything that I just said once you start understanding that life is too short to just be hurt and down and to lack motivation and to not be in tune with your emotions and like your passions. I feel like this group is actually very passionate and caring. Some of you guys, people don't realize because you're so fun how much you deeply care. And it's not even about like deeply care about one specific individual. No, you care about people. I feel like this group actually cares about the world. Like you care about the world. You're very deep. You're deep and fun, and that's a really, really, really rare combo. By the way, I don't know a lot of people that can be deep and get into these deep existential conversations, but also give me space and also get me on my shell at the same time. And I feel like you guys have the ability to do that, or this is something you'll be able to do once you start healing, and that is healing in itself. Think back in your life right now and ask yourself if you've ever met someone like this, if you've ever met someone that just does what they want, does what they feel, says how they feel, um, couldn't change if they tried, and it actually is inspiring because you know what to get with that person, you know what to expect with that person, and at the same time they can surprise you because they're not afraid to change and see things from other perspectives. I feel like this is something. Ooh, 1:01 on the clock. I feel like this is something that you're going to be able to be if you're not that already. I have chills over my body, and it even says recapture romance here. So I don't know. I don't know if you guys have been. Some of you guys have never dated. Like some of you guys, some of you guys, you've never been in a relationship. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Sorry. Some of you guys have never been in a relationship because you feel like you need to be with someone that feels like a best friend or someone that doesn't squander this playful side to you. So I don't know if this group you're used to, I don't want to say like one night stands, or you're used to kind of putting people in boxes, or like having certain types of relationships with certain people. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I feel like that might change for you once you start healing. If you are not in a relationship right now, I feel like once you start healing, you probably will get in one with someone that is very fun and like is actually your best friend. Hmm. Others of you, you're gonna find like your partner in crime, basically. Um, hmm. With the lapis lazuli here, it talks about meditation and looking deep inside of yourself and being the real you and harmonizing your emotional, spiritual, and physical being. With the zoisite, it talks about again meditation and letting go of angst. So some of you guys will find an outlet for your anger or an outlet for your. I don't know if this group has like ADHD, or you guys are always moving, you're always working on something, and you're gonna find an outlet for it, whether it's creative, whether it's physical. But there's something when you're healing that you're gonna have an outlet for something, like an actual outlet. I think a lot of the time the reason why people cannot be happy or people are not happy in this life, or the reason why people don't get their manifestations and stuff is because simply you have to let go of what no longer serves you, and sometimes that helps by having an outlet. Like for me, um, weirdly enough, for me it was playing card games when I was younger, playing card games. So interesting how I ended up being a tarot reader. But for me, it was like playing solitaire or playing like little mind games on my phone, things like that. Sometimes it was just calming, but other times it was actually a way for me to get my mind working in a more positive way. So I don't know if some of you guys used to overthink or your thoughts used to keep you restricted. And as you found an outlet for these thoughts, whether it's journaling, whether it's literally doing something outside, walking in nature, taking a walk every day, or what else do other people do as outlets? I feel like the possibilities are endless, to be honest. But I feel like once you do that, all your worries and your anxiety, and some of you guys, the emotional trauma that you've experienced will fade away, and you'll be able to overcome it happily. I'm hearing happily. You're gonna be happy, to be honest. When you heal, you're gonna be actually happy. And with the calcite being here, there's no negative energy, no bad vibes at all. No bad vibes. No one's gonna be able to like bring you down, basically. And you're gonna feel stronger in your body, more energetic, more clear-minded once you go through this healing. I think you guys are deep. You're very deep. So it's like I feel like there's two groups here. One group could be a group of people where it's like you're very deep and people don't see how fun you are, like you're very deep or intense, or even like to yourself, like an introvert or antisocial, or very shy. Maybe you've been bullied before. And then there's another group where it's like the opposite. You're larger than life, and maybe you'll learn to start accommodating other people, you know. But you'll know for your situation. Some people here can, damn, I don't want to say this, but I feel the need to. I don't feel like it's everyone watching, but there are some people here where you actually will learn to accommodate other people in their differences instead of, I don't want to say being selfish, but like instead of like only catering to your emotional needs, you'll find a way to balance it. And I feel like once you start to do that, if that's the situation that you're in, you're actually going to have people give to you. Like people are going to be more generous to you. But I feel like that's only a small group of people here where it's like you actually may dim other people's light without realizing it. I feel like that's only a small group of people though. I think with those group of people, if you resonate with that being your energy, or someone has told you before, like maybe the things you say, or has literally told you that you can be a bit selfish or something like that. If that's something you've ever experienced, I think it's because this is something that you're going to be able to do while you're healing. So I don't know if growing up you were always left to your own devices, or you were always like you always had to worry about yourself, and you're going to be able to switch that for that group. But for others of you, it was the other way around. Like no one worried about you. Um, and you became this really special, unique individual on your own, but you kept it to yourself. So that's what I mean. I feel like there's two different groups here. You'll know where you fall. Yeah, if you're the one that's like the extrovert, loud, out there, and kind of, I don't want to say, when I said dimming other people's light, what I mean by that is that there's enough room in this world for everyone to be themselves. You don't have to, um, like judge other people, or yeah, I feel like anyone that's super judgmental of other people, it's because they're very judgmental of themselves. So in both sides here, I feel like this group, once you start healing, you're not going to judge yourself as much, especially when it comes to your body. I don't know if someone here literally judges themselves for their body, or their mother used to, or someone significant in your life used to tell you things about your body or something like that. I don't know why the body's coming through very clearly here, but I'm seeing this body here, their body, this person's body is just free falling, and this person's very covered up. You see, she's like very covered up. You can't see her body at all. You don't even know the shape of her body. And then there's the body here in the shadow. Can you see that? Interesting. Yeah, some of you guys you'll know that you're healing because you're going to feel less insecure about your body or less insecure about your unique traits, whether it's you have a weird birthmark, you have a condition, your hair is balding, or whatever it is. I just feel like you're going to feel more secure in it. It's going to be the thing that is like your marker. Like, oh, I don't know why I just heard this. I heard mastectomy, and I'm pretty sure that's when you have to get surgery due to having breast cancer. So what that's really giving is that some of you guys may have had surgery or like a procedure or something that left you with a scar or something. I don't know. Or you have little scars. I'm hearing cover up, so I don't know if someone gets like a cover up tattoo or something. Or if you stop covering up, some of you guys may literally stop covering up. You'll know you're healing because you'll start to wear more revealing clothes. And I'm hearing even for the men. Like I'm imagining a man in a crop top. And I love that. I think that is so cute. Anyway, okay. Or it's that you feel more confident in your body, like you start working out and stuff around the time you're healing. And that could be an outlet for you. But for others of you, it's like more of a creative outlet, or like you write your thoughts out. Okay, so let's look a little bit more. I want to know. Yeah, some of you guys were. Damn, I feel the need to cry now. Because some of you guys actually have a really big personality because you were around abuse. Like if you resonate with being the one that people may tell you you're defensive or that you're closed off or something like that, it may be because you literally had to be that way. Like you literally needed to shield yourself at some point. And I think when you go through the healing, you're not going to need to do that anymore. You're actually going to be more playful, more fun, more vibrant, more loose. Yeah, I don't know why I was just channeling that. Like you're going to be able to go outside. Like actually go outside. I don't know if you literally keep yourself inside or you never leave outside. But for others of you, you're going to be able to go home. Like you're going to feel comfortable at home. So I'm hearing there's two sides of the spectrum because I'm seeing Cancer with the moon. And to me, that reminds me of like your home and your space, like your private area, your privates. Ooh, your privates. So some of you guys are going to feel more confident about your private area, whether that is your boobs, your chest, your, down there. I don't know if you feel something about that. Yeah, some of you guys have been body shamed before. So you hide your body. And you'll know you're healing because you're never going to do that. I'm hearing you're never going to do it again. You're never going to do it again. I've experienced that as well. There was actually a period where I never wore shorts. I never wore anything like that. And then one day I was like, fuck it, let me just try it. And I love it. I wear it all the time now. You guys see it in my thumbnails. And I would never go back. I would never go back. And then there are other times where I am, in my sweats and my whatever, and I feel perfectly fine. Is that what I was hearing? You guys can wear anything you want. Anything you want. One thing that you will have to recognize, though, is that there's always going to be people that judge you, and there's always going to be people that say mean things to you about your body or about the way you look. And sometimes it's because, like I said earlier, they're super judgmental about the way that they look. So you can meet it with a joke. You can meet it with something more fun and actually teach those people to love themselves and their body in a certain way. So I'm hearing like body positivity. I don't know why I'm hearing that. The body is coming through very clear for this group. So I don't know if there's something around that for you. Some of you guys, if you experience impulsivity or violence, you'll know you're healing because that's not going to happen anymore. Yeah, and I just got chills. So damn. With the Fool, the Queen of Wands, and the Tower. Yeah, you should work towards sharing yourself with others. You are a delight. Look at this person. She's holding like she's holding this like offering, but I feel like this is more of like you offering yourself, like knowing what you bring to the table. I think that you're actually very attractive, by the way. You're a very attractive person. And it's not just physical, it's especially physical. You have a distinct look to you. And I think it's actually really special. Hi, thanks for being here. Yeah, I think it's actually very special. And people will appreciate you for it once you can be more confident in it. Because I feel like, to me, like, I like anybody that's confident in themselves. I like a friend that's confident. I like, whatever. Because that makes me feel safe. I feel safe around confident people. Because I feel like when people are insecure, they do things. Some may do things out of insecurity and you don't realize it. Some of you guys may actually cover up how you really feel with jokes. And it makes people think that you're insecure. Like, it makes people feel like they can't take you seriously. What'd you say? What are these cards for? Read the title, baby. We're doing a pick a card right now. This is a pick a card for all signs. We're on card number 2 right now. Yeah. So thanks for being here. I can't see your name. I think it says Jonathan. It's the computer's a little far away, but thanks for being here. Okay. So yeah, what I was saying about that is that yeah, sometimes your defense mechanism may be cracking a joke. Yeah. Yeah. That might be your defense, is making light of things. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. So it's like there's some people here where it's like people have a hard time taking you seriously because you make it seem like you don't take anything seriously. And there's another group of people where you actually are very intense and people don't know that you have a playful side to you. So you'll know where you fall. But either way, the healing is going to get you to break out of that and find a balance between the both of them. It's something what I was talking about earlier, where it's like you can heal people with your jokes instead of, sometimes you guys may make jokes about other people. And this may be something that you grew up with, a certain trauma that you have, always being the brunt of the joke. To always make jokes. But you don't have to. You don't have to do that. I'm hearing you don't have to do that. Now, for others, it's the other way around, though, where you've never done that. You would never make jokes about other people, and maybe you start to defend other people. I'm hearing, as I was hearing earlier, like you can give it right back to them. She may be a bit of a protector or something like that. Or you find a way to bring people together with humor or with something creative or with something special instead of like ripping on other people. There's something healing in that, something protective and nurturing in that sort of energy. And this is something you're going to be able to embody as you start to heal. I think with the Tower, your humor is going to go from self-deprecating or deprecating in terms of like other people to more aware, more considerate, more helpful, actually. Helpful. There's going to be something helpful in the way that you can let loose. Yeah, what I mean by that is that when I'm ever around someone and I hear them like talking very poorly about themselves, I literally nip it in the bud immediately. And then I crack a joke. Sometimes I'll even make a joke about myself to, like, for example, like there could be someone that tells me like, I always do this, or I forgot this, and I'll be like, I literally forget like to tie my own shoe in the morning, and it'll make them laugh. But it's the truth. You guys, one time when I was younger, I was so like, I don't know what was going on that day, but it was picture day. And I literally got all the way to school. I rode the school bus. I walked to the school bus. I waited at the school bus for, I don't even know how long, like waited at the bus stop and everything. Got on the bus, which was like a 30-minute ride to school or however long it was. And I waited. I got all the way to my locker. And I was about to go to, I think it was like the gym or wherever where the pictures were being taken. And I looked down and I saw that I was wearing two opposite shoes, two different shoes. I was wearing two different shoes and I felt so silly. And what's so funny is it actually became an inside joke between me and like complete strangers. Like complete strangers at my school. Like that day they were like walking by and they were like, oh, I actually like that. That's kind of cool. I actually like that. That's kind of cool. And I was like, this was an accident. And luckily enough, I actually had an extra pair of shoes in my locker. But it was a joke. It was a joke that I could later go and laugh at. And when I told my friends, they were like having a terrible day. Like it made them laugh. So that's what I mean. Where it's like you may literally be able to tell people about the mistakes you've done and laugh about it. And it actually makes other people secretly feel more comfortable with themselves because maybe those people have made the same mistakes, but they usually judge themselves for it. So there's something more free and open and generous and sharing. Yeah, sharing. Yeah, it feels like you're going to be freely sharing um, what you've done or freely calling other people out in a more positive way, you know? So that's really cool. I like that. Hmm. Yeah, that day was so funny. I was like, how did I manage this? Like, how did I manage that? How did I manage it? I don't know. But I was just going with it. I was just going with the day. And I got there and I had two completely different pairs of shoes on. It made no sense. It made no sense whatsoever. But I just laughed it off. And honestly, I forgot about that memory until right now. Okay, so let's see. I want to know, what are your wounds? You have some wounds. We all do. We all have to heal. So let's see what they are. Five of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of feels like you guys may have been bullied. You may have been made fun of, to be honest. Some of you guys were made to feel stupid. Like people may have insulted your intelligence. That's not cool. Some people may have literally insulted your intelligence growing up. 4, home. What did I say? Something about it reminds me of the home. And here we have the home card. 4. And Cancer is the 4th sign, and it's falling over Cancer, by the way. Okay, what else? 10 of... Yeah, some of you guys were bullied as a child. Or bullied in the home. Some of you guys were bullied by your mother. 10 of Pentacles. Endings. Some of you guys were bullied for being poor. Or bullied for the neighborhood you lived in, the home you lived in, your hair, the clothes you wore, like literally anything kind of feels like. And you may not say you were bullied because maybe you thought it was just some person picking on you. But if that shit traumatized you enough to make self-deprecating comments and humor or excessively judge other people or even close yourself off to other people, then I'm sorry, but that was a bully. That's what bullies do. 7 of Cups, relationship. I knew this was going to come out. I knew it was going to come out, and I was just talking about relationships. Some of you guys have never been in one, or if you've been in a relationship, you felt alone either way. Some of you guys may have grown up seeing one of your parents, or you may have grown up in a split home, or your parents were in a relationship but they stepped out, or they weren't loyal to each other, or you may have even had a parent that never settled down. That may have affected you. Because there's somebody in this group watching that has a hard time settling down. There may be a fear of commitment here. But I don't know if it's a fear of commitment. I think it's more of a like, I don't want to make myself smaller for another person, so I'd rather be alone. In this group, it's very different than the other one. Cool. Okay. Love. Look. Oh my God. Love. Self-love. Yeah, some of you guys were deprived of love growing up. Like you're probably emotionally neglected growing up. And that's why you make jokes. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys make like mommy or daddy issue jokes or something like that. But you actually have both. I'm hearing some of you guys may have both. That's funny. And I'm laughing. You see I'm laughing? Okay. 10 of Swords. Misfortune. Yeah, some of you guys may have lost a home or been homeless at some point. Or Damn. Some of you guys may have lost a parent, or you lost a friend or someone that you really love, like actually to them passing away. And that might create some trauma for you. Like maybe now you just don't open up. You'll always keep things light now because you don't want to lose something. So you have a hard time opening up because you feel like if you're going to open up, you're just going to lose them anyway. So you just keep things light and fun. Damn. Well, that's something you're going to be able to heal. That's something you need to heal. because you deserve to have substantial relationships. Everyone has a substantial relationship or profound relationship at some point in their life. You don't do this thing called life alone. You just don't. There's no way. Unfortunately, I've tried, but there's no way. There's no way that you can be 100% by yourself. I mean, think about it this way. Even if you go to the grocery store and you ignore everyone at the grocery store, people still work at that store. You know what I mean? Like, people still put the food out for you to go and grab. The trucks don't stop coming in just because you don't want to talk to anybody. Like, you know? So that may be a perspective that you have to realize, is that you may want to spend all your time alone. You may want to keep to yourself or whatever and stay where you feel comfortable, but you're meant to break out of that shell. For some of you guys, you're meant to break out of that shell. And for others of you, it's like you are meant to accommodate and to feel real, genuine love instead of just attraction and admiration for your upbeat personality. Some of you guys are praised for your physical looks in your body, but there's something deeper to you. And others of you, it's the other way around. Let me read your comment. Sorry, I didn't see. What's your favorite drink? Oh, my favorite drink? My favorite drink is fruit punch. If it's non-alcoholic. I love fruit punch. Anyway. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see. There's something that you use to distract yourself from what you experience. There's something that you use to like avoid this healing. We all do it. But let's see what it is. Loss. What did I say? Some of you guys may have lost someone. Damn, some of you guys may lose people before, or leave people before they leave you. Damn. Some of you guys may hurt people before they hurt you as well. Damn. Whew. Yeah, and you have the power to not do that, though. You actually have, some of you guys, this is what people do to you, and you try to ignore it. If that's not what you do, maybe people do this to you and you try to ignore it. But for others of you, that's what you do. And you don't realize you're doing it because you think you're just being fun and playful and that people were never taking you seriously to begin with. I think people take you seriously. You need to take yourself seriously in this group. Let's see. Protest. Yeah, look, it says inadequacy here. Sue and attention, home. Yeah, it kind of feels like some of you guys were berated growing up. Like literally made you feel less than in your home. Or you felt less than because of your home. Or you felt less than in your home because you always said what you were not happy with, and it made you, people told you that you needed to just lighten up or let it go, and now you try to be playful or whatever, but it actually doesn't work for you now. It actually doesn't work for you now. It used to work for you, but it doesn't anymore. It won't anymore because you have to heal this part of yourself. My favorite ice cream is Moose Tracks. It has peanut butter cups in it. Okay, endings. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know. I like ice cream. I just pretty much don't like anything that's like all chocolate. Like, it can't be all chocolate. I won't like it. Coach. Oh my God. Is that what I was hearing, coach or teacher? I think this was what I was channeling for the other group, but it came out in your group. So that's interesting. You guys could actually teach people how to let go. And I did say some of you guys were belittled for your intelligence. Maybe someone tried to make you feel stupid. And you had to heal from that. And you may actually distract yourself now by constantly trying to learn new things or constantly giving unsolicited advice or something like that. And it's not that what you say is harsh or wrong. Oh, actually, it could be a little harsh, but it's actually your delivery. Some of you guys, what you don't realize is that you could actually really help a lot of people and teach a lot of people, but your delivery is off. Yeah, it's your delivery. Some of you guys may say things hoping that it's taken a certain way, but it's actually taken the wrong way, and it may cause an ending for you. And you don't want to learn that. But for others of you, this is, you distract yourself a lot with, like, I don't know, I heard philosophy or like different cultures, different languages. Like it seems like you guys try to pick up new hobbies and stuff all the time. Oh, this could be the group of people that start things and don't finish it. You start things and you don't finish it. It's a distraction. Is that what I was hearing? A fear of commitment? Yeah. Interesting. Okay, what about relationship? Commitment. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look what came out. Over the relationship card. Fear of commitment. Oh my God. Well, exactly what I just said. Did you guys see that? That was so eerie. Oh my God. Give it a like if you saw that. But yeah. Some of you guys are afraid of being tied down. You're afraid of being boxed in. Is that I was seeing a box earlier where people try to box you in? It's like people may not believe that you can be smart and cute, or smart and funny, or smart and attractive. So you may either play dumb and just keep things fun and whatever, or you just rather be alone. But for others of you, maybe you had one good relationship where someone completely accepted you, and now you have a fear of commitment because you don't think you're ever going to get that again, especially if you lost that person. I don't think that's the truth. I don't think that's true. I mean, there's 7 billion people in this world and climbing and growing. So I don't think that's true, baby. I think there's some people that you could share yourself with and they would actually like accept you. Some of you guys have a feisty side to you, and you don't show people it because you maybe at some point it ended up bad for you. But I think you can pick a fight if you want to. And others of you, maybe you pick too many fights and you just need to relax, you know? And I know how patronizing and condescending that can sound when someone tells you to relax, but there is something positive in relaxing, because there's a difference between rest and relaxation. Rest is necessary. Every human being, even animals need to rest. Bears hibernate for long periods of time at that. Alligators, even in in like frozen ice, where they leave their snout out. They're still ready to talk shit if they need to. They leave their snout out. Every human being and most species need to rest. I just saw the image of a bat, so I don't know if some of you guys are a night owl, but or you're always up late at night. But with the energy that I was getting about the like rest, and the difference between rest and relaxation is that relaxation can be something that you choose. You can choose to relax. You can choose to let things roll off your shoulder and just be light without it feeling forced. Origin. Yeah, love and origin. Yeah, that's what I was getting, is that some of you guys were not given like true unconditional love growing up. And this may have traumatized you. You may have a hard time unconditionally loving yourself and every part of yourself. And you may even stifle your creativity because of this. You may even stop yourself from making a move on people you want to be with romantically because of it. Because you don't feel like people are going to accept you or love you. I feel like they will. Some of you guys may have lost a best friend growing up. And they really made you feel understood. And now you're afraid of committing or afraid of giving someone else that title. I don't think anyone can ever replace someone you've lost, but they're not meant to. Just like you're irreplaceable, you know? Blind. Oh my God. Is that why I was saying some of you guys are blind? And this card came out. Yeah, some of you guys don't realize it, but you may push people away. You may push people away because you expect for them to be someone or something that they're not. Probably because most people expect for you to be something you're not. Or they don't realize that there's different sides of you. Some of you guys may push people away because either you think it's going to end badly, or because these wounds are so deep for you that you're blind to it. You don't even see that this is what you're doing. Some of you guys may say things out of protest sometimes, and it's not what you were saying that was wrong. It was your delivery. It's your delivery. So you guys can kind of be your own worst enemy sometimes. And you may, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. And this is going to be something that you need to heal so that you can be happy. So, damn. Yeah, some of you guys, you have a hard time admitting when your feelings are hurt. It's easier for you to be angry and to protest and to close up than to admit when you've been hurt. That feels like too much for you. You need to love yourself. All right, let's see. We're going to start shuffling now. We're going to start shuffling. So let's take the cards up and start shuffling. Damn. I feel like you guys could be comfortable living a quiet life. Some of you guys, that's not the life you're meant to live, but for others of you, you've lived a fast life for a very long time and you're meant to just kind of settle down. So you'll know for your situation. Interesting. Some of you guys may have been stolen from or lost your belongings at some point in your life. Like you lost everything. Or someone, your mother or your parent did. Okay. So let's look at card number 2. Tell me about card number 2. Tell me about card number 2. Okay. Tell me about card number 2. I want to know what their new life will look like after they do this healing. What will their new life look like? How will they know? Basically, how will you know that you've made it? How will you know that you've done the work or that you've started the journey? What's this? Ooh, look, Knight of Swords. Okay. Cutthroat. I'm hearing cutthroat. Something about being cutthroat. Or saying what's on your mind. Oh, I'm hearing this song by Black Bear. And he says, it's called Verbatim. Oh, yeah. I'm going to write it in the chat, actually. Let me write it. This is the only channeled song I've gotten in this entire reading, and I usually get a bunch in a reading. Verbatim by Black Bear. I wrote it in the chat. The song is called Verbatim by Black Bear. And basically, he's singing in the song to someone. Say what's on your mind verbatim. You know that I'm going to be the one that's there for you when you ain't got nobody, swear to God. Say what's on your mind. Verbatim. Yeah. So some of you guys just need to say how you really feel. Say what you want. Let's see. How will they know? How will they know? Queen of Pentacles. How will they know? The Devil. Oh, I was seeing that. Oh, interesting. Okay. How will they know? Ooh. 6 of Wands. Damn. You guys are going to be really, really, really attracted. Like, I'm talking... People are going to be obsessed. A bit obsessed. Ooh, look. The Empress. Oh, my God. Look. Really attractive. Really attractive. Like, I'm hearing dime piece. It doesn't matter your gender, by the way. Ooh, look. Temperance. Good. And what I mean when I say attractive, I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about, like, energetically. Like, people are not going to get enough of you. You're going to have followers. In fame and success. Well, maybe not fame, unless you want it. But it's giving more of a, like, ooh, let me cover this. Sorry. Y'all know how YouTube gets. Hold on. Okay. Some of you guys, what you will be able to overcome is some sort of addiction or bad habit that you have. I don't know if you have an addiction or a bad habit. Something that controls you, or you feel controlled in your everyday life, like you feel powerless. That's going to change. That's how you know. That's how you know that you've started the healing. When you no longer feel like a cog in a machine, or tied down, or forced. Like, you're not, is that what's hearing? Forced? Like, there's nothing going to be forced. Nothing will be forced. Everything will just flow. And one thing that you will start to understand is that people are going to want to give to you. You may literally get gifted random things around the time of your healing, because people just appreciate you. Your goals, you'll be able to accomplish your goals with help. You won't be obsessively trying to accomplish things. They'll just get done. You'll be more patient. Yeah, it's kind of giving that you guys will be more patient. You'll be able to be more patient with yourself and give yourself a time off. This could be the group of people, like I said earlier, that are always doing something. King of Wands to the Fool. Yeah. And you're going to not feel bad about taking time to yourself. You're not going to feel bad about doing whatever the fuck you want, basically. That's how you know you're healed. I feel like you guys used to feel bad about it. People used to make you feel bad about doing whatever you wanted. Look, the King of Pentacles, that came out in the other one as well. Yeah, you're not gonna have to feel bad about it. Some of you guys are gonna literally be in a relationship and have a child. Interesting. Or there's something to do with business and a child, or business and children, or business and youth. I'm hearing helping youth, but I'm also hearing you're gonna wait. Yeah, you're gonna grow up. That was another energy that came out in the other group, but you're growing up in a different way. Yeah, you're gonna look grown. You're gonna look grown. Oh my god, you guys are gonna look attractive. Like, physically attractive is coming through now. So I don't know if that means that you're literally gonna change your wardrobe or your style or something. You'll know. Like, your style might change. I don't know if people are gonna gift you clothes or something, or I don't know. That feels different. It feels different. Like, I'm seeing someone stepping out in a new pair of shoes. With the Temperance card, you're gonna be more grounded, more balanced. Yeah, grounded and balanced. You're not gonna be looking crazy. You're not gonna be looking all over the place, basically. People are going to feel more comfortable and safe around you. That's one thing that you'll notice. You might be wondering, why do people always want to be in physical contact with me? Why do people always want to give me hugs? Why do people stand so close to me? Why are people like, I don't know, like a different type of obsessed? Like I don't want to say like a healthy obsession, but I think that there are some healthy obsessions. Like, for example, you can be obsessed with like the work you do and love it. You may wonder, like, why are people so like, ugh, in my face, like always trying to see what I'm doing and ask me about my life and whatever? It's because they want to know. Some people won't ask you about what's going on in your life so that they can help you. Okay. Six of Pentacles. What did I say? So that they can help you, so that they can give to you. You're gonna be full balanced. Look how she's balanced. What the hell? Your core is gonna be stronger. I'm seeing sacral and root chakra. Strong sacral and root chakra. Oh my god, Two of Cups. Look, what did I say? You're going to have beneficial relationships, whether this means that business starts looking up for you, or you get in a relationship with someone that's kind of like a business partner, or someone that will help you achieve your goals, someone that is equal give and take. Like, you'll know you're healing because your friendships, your relationships or whatever, they're going to be equal. They're going to be equal. Yeah. Equal love, reciprocated love. Oh, is that why I was getting something about unrequited love earlier? You're not going to experience that, by the way. I don't know if you've ever experienced it, but you're not going to experience that. You'll know. You're going to be healed. You're going to recognize that I'm getting with this group, you've never actually, damn, I don't want to gaslight you, but I feel like in this group, you've never actually experienced unrequited love. It was something else. It was the fact that you weren't taking things seriously. And I feel like as soon as you start taking yourself seriously and realizing that people may want something serious with you, whether that is with work, whether that is with friendship, whether that is with whatever, that's when you know you're healing. So maybe this is even that people make their intentions known in the beginning and they ask you genuinely, like, how can I help? How can I help? Yeah. Bottom of the deck, the Ace of Swords. That was coming out earlier, with being direct and honest and truthful. This came out in the other group, the Ace of Swords. People are going to want to talk to you. Some of you guys, this is like a negotiation, or people are going to tell you how thankful they are for your giving nature, or how thankful they are for you being you and want to give to you in that way. So it kind of feels like, yeah, you're going to be, this is different. Or yeah, it seems more receptive. Like, you're the prize, basically. You're gonna know that you're healed because you're gonna realize that you're the prize, and people are gonna treat you like it. But I feel like it's going to be more like there won't be unequal power dynamics in any of your relationships. That's how you know you're healed. So I'm hearing the term horizontal relationships instead of vertical relationships. So if you've ever, okay, there's a book. It's called The Courage to Be Disliked, and it discusses that more. How sometimes you may compare yourself to other people, or other people will compare themselves to you because they view things as like a vertical relationship, meaning they think you're better than them, or there's some sort of hierarchy. So they have to talk a certain way, be a certain way around you, or whatever. Um, but you'll see, and maybe even if you experience this as well, you'll see that there's no need for that anymore. That you can talk to your boss like a friend. That you can have an equal partnership, an equal friendship. Yeah, some of you guys, you've had selfish friends or something like that, or you've been a selfish friend, and you'll know you're healed because you're gonna want to start giving back for no reason. I'm hearing for no reason, just other than because you really like that person. And that's how you know you're healed, or that you're doing well on that journey. So, wow. I hope that resonated. Group number 2. Each group was almost exactly 1 hour, I'm pretty sure. So, this feels good. Both of these piles felt really good. Really good. Tell me about the double. Let me spit the card. Ooh, look, the moon. The moon coming out again. Yeah, you guys are going to face your fears. You're not going to be held back anymore. You're not going to hold yourself back. If you have a fear of commitment, if you have a fear of vulnerability, if you have a fear of intimacy, no problem. It's going to be healed. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.